We're back on Q's TV. Jordan Evans joins us now. And Jordan, you had one of your best games of the season this past week against Binghamton. What clicked so well for you? It looked like you were really had a pretty good control over what was happening on the field.
Yeah, I think I've been letting the game come to me a lot more in the later half of the season now. Kind of understanding after we've played every team at this point, you kind of got all the defenses thrown at you and how they all work and slide together. It puts more stress on our offense to learn these slides, and I think that our offense has done a great job learning how the other defenses play. Our scout team in practice has been doing a great job imitating those teams, and it allows me and other guys to learn the entire week prior to the game how they're going to operate, and it just helps our game, and that's what I attribute my success to.
I'd say for you, one play anyway last week that stood out to me. I think it was the last play of the third quarter. You had your eyes on the clock. It's kind of a fast break. You realized how much was time, sort of ducked your head and just went to the cage. What was going through your mind when you're watching the clock and figuring out how to beat the buzzer?
Yeah, I mean, I saw our defense made a great save, and then Malloy got the ball out quick, and the coaches harped on getting the ball out and up the field as fast as possible, and we're going to get some late breaks. In that situation, I mean, I looked up at the clock, there was 8 seconds left, just trying to get the ball and make something happen, and I kind of come across the field, and I had two guys on me, but one guy was not really on me. They were kind of covering Peter Dearth, and once I got the ball, I just knew I had to make something happen. The best opportunity for the team and see if we can get a slide, and they didn't slide, so I went to the goal.
You said after the game last week that there was maybe a lull in practice leading in. It hadn't been quite there, and it had been a very emotional week the week before with Cornell and Carolina and being number one and all that. How hard is it to get through a season without having a week like that, and how important was it to survive a week like that?
Yeah, it's definitely a wake-up call for us. I think it happened at the right time and the right moment coming into the ACC tournament where you're going to have to play such high-level teams that we've already had to play and had close games with. So to win multiple ACC games in the same year and beat two of the same teams is a pretty difficult task. So I think we've been off to a great start this week. Guys are flying around. We haven't really had to say much to the team to get them motivated. I think they realized, hey, anybody can knock us off at this point. We're number one in the country for a reason, and we don't need to wait till the third quarter to make that happen and pull out a victory. We should play like number one the entire game.
And we know that. It's Carolina this week, but no matter who you play, at any point this week, you beat them by one in the regular season, all four of these teams. What stood out from these games, specifically the ACC games, of how you were able to pull all of them out?
I think it was a total team effort. I mean, there was points in the game where the offense played really great. The last time we played UNC, we had a great first quarter. I think we came out gunning and we got a lead, and then the defense had to save our butts a little bit in the middle of the game, and then it was the offense that had a nice play at the end of the game. So, I mean, Ben Williams played outstanding the last time we played UNC, and I think he's going to continue that. And I think it's just going to have to be a flawless team effort from the defensive end all the way through the offensive end.
What makes it tough with seeing a team for the second time? Because we've seen so many times in this tournament the result gets flipped from the regular season, and it's happened a lot recently in your favor. So why do you think that happens, and how do you avoid that here this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, to beat multiple ACC teams twice in a season is one of the most difficult tasks, I think. I think the ACC is still one of the best conferences in the country, no matter how good the Big Ten and all those other conferences start to get. I think one of the main keys to success is just sticking to our game and not worrying how much they want to beat us or how we beat them by one goal last time and they want to get back at us. It's more focus on ourselves and good things will happen. And you've seen good things happen from just us focusing on our game and ourselves throughout the entire season.
Lastly, Jordan, you had your first kind of hot weather game 2 weeks ago against Carolina. The forecast looks stifling at worst, I think, this weekend. How do you handle it with 88, 89 degrees and sunshine here these games?
Yeah, well, it's funny. Our team today, we go in Ensley Indoor Center, and everybody's got a sweatsuit on today. So we're kind of just doing our own thing to prepare for that weather and do the best we can to acclimate to what we're going to see down there. I mean, Carolina's always playing in that kind of weather, so they probably think they have an advantage. But I mean, it's a game of lacrosse. Everybody loves a great game in the nice weather, so it'll be a good contest.
All right, Jordan, enjoy it this weekend.
Thank you.